at address, okay, we're going to make sure is that left arm for me is a little bit straighter down there. You can see it sort of goes across here somewhere, sort of it really bends into that left side there. Yeah, just let your arm just hang down. I think as well, if your arm does this, the club now is going to be higher off the ground. So the feeling you're letting in, the club didn't, I don't think, felt shorter. It did feel shorter. It wasn't the club feeling shorter. It was the gap from your hand to the golf ball feeling longer.
Yeah.
So the club can't reach the ground.
Yeah.
So if the left arm gets up here, and again, it maybe protecting that neck, maybe as we said, just trying to sort of shrug into it. Okay. So once that left arm gets a little bit bent as you go through here now, everything is a little bit tight, not really sort of full swing, and you kind of swing kind of stop there. If you look at the foot on the bottom there, hasn't really moved, no real hip turn, your arm's quite short in terms of the swing movement, okay? When that left arm was more relaxed, and if I'll be honest, it could be a little bit more down in terms of it, but that's certainly a much better position than you were on the left-hand side. Backswing now is fine, good rotation, club nice and high there. As we swing through, she's starting to move, the knees coming in, the weight's more on that left side, and the right shoulder now, right hip, are starting to just look at those two positions there, how much more move on the right hand side. The club's kind of got to there anyway because your club's not used to going that far. Had you allowed the club to continue on, the club would have probably gone up here a bit more, I'd imagine, because you stop a bit of golf. Exactly, I know, exactly. Okay, so with that knee sort of sticking back there, the right foot a bit flatter, limited motion there, I think semi-protection of your neck, left arm being a bit too high, and again, the thing is, it's just something you creep back into. I said, I'll put this in an email to remind yourself. You probably got maybe 3-4 things you default back into: left hand grip, left arm bending, dipping into the golf ball and swaying, and then maybe to set up the alignment as well. So 4 or 5 things, sort of get into that habit of you fall back into those faults. What you then got to do when you're on the golf course, and okay, if I start in certain shots, okay, which one, like a flow chart, okay, have I hit the ball left or right, yes or no? If the answer is yes to right, is it grip, is it alignment? If it's yes, problem solved. If it's no, okay, why has it gone to the right? Is it something else? Is it something else? So you start just working through that. Now at the start, there's a load of things to think about. In time, you'll know your faults so well. If I hit the ball a certain shape or a certain shot, I know pretty much exactly what I've done wrong. It's too late for that shot because the ball's been hit. But I can then at least recover for the next shot, maybe make one more shot score than I should do, and then not do that shot again. That's the kind of thing. So we're not doing the same thing over and over again, repeating the same bad shot.
Or make it part of my checks.
Yeah, exactly, that's kind of the setup thing in terms of routine. So Helen does those things, you say, bum, done, but that's taken her 30, 40 years to do that and get into that routine. Like say, get in the car. You get in the car now, you do 10 checks in a second. Without even realizing, seatbelts on, handbrakes on, and off you go.
But I could do that in the garden.
Yeah, of course you can. Exactly, of course you can. Yeah, of course you could.
And do all the checks.
Exactly. And then just step away, or or put a tea peg in the ground. Hit a tea peg. Hit something so that you get used to, or get those airflow balls. If you got 10 years.
Remember they didn't work.
Okay. I know you said that. Yeah, they wouldn't go very far, Gaff. So use them. Make contact with something and then step away and go back and do it again. And just that repetition. So left arm, I would get in the habit of holding the golf club down by your left hand here somewhere, rather than having it sort of up here or across there. Let your arm hang down so the club's in front of you and just bring her in here. So the left arm is more in that position.
And do the exercise with the skin in the grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back to that.
Exactly. Okie dokie.